Hi Aries, this is going to be your monthly reading for April 2019. I've shuffled your cards. This is a general reading and it will be giving you a general idea of the energies for the month of April. I want to wish you all happy birthday who have your birthdays in April. And so let's begin. In your first house, this is how people see you. April is going to be a happy month. There'll probably be some reunions taking place, some pleasant gatherings. You may feel like entertaining at home. There may be reunions with some friends or family because it is your birthday month. But there'll be pleasant get-togethers, and there'll be a celebration of spring, and you'll have moments where people will see you relaxing or taking it easy because this is the card of rest after labor. So many people will be perceiving you as celebrating your birthday, celebrating spring, and having pleasant activities and get-togethers with people. So you will be vibing that you're enjoying your birthday season and this month. In your money house, this is the student card. So some of you could be saving for education, or your money is connected with the future of one of your children. For some of you, you're coming off a little bit as a novice, so many of you may feel that you need to learn more about the tax laws and how that affects your money. It's a learning curve. You need to get more information. For some of you, getting more education may affect your money, but this is usually the card of study and a student or a child. So in some way in April, this will your money will be involved with either studying or a child or learning new ways to manage your money or to get information about the status of your money. In your third house, this is your surroundings. It can represent your communications. It can also represent online communications, siblings, cousins, neighbors. And you have the card of feeling bound and restricted. So some of your neighbors, some of your family members may be causing you some stress. Even your communications can cause you stress online or verbally in the month of April. It's a card where you just feel like you want to break out and there's too many restrictions. People may be overstepping their boundaries or, trying to kind of bring stress to you in a month where you want to relax. And so this is a card where you're not really happy right now with your surroundings or siblings, cousins, neighbors. You're just feeling hemmed in and you don't appreciate it. In your home, a man shows up. So for many of you, you may be actually living with this man. For many of you, because you're a fire sign, you're taking on, if you're a female, the role of wearing the pants and letting people know that you have a strong personality and identity. And just because you're a woman doesn't mean that, again, they can betray your trust or come into your space or play with your boundaries in your home. This is the card of someone who's confident, entrepreneurial. They have a good personality, they're a leader, and they're creative, but they also have a strong ego, and they identify their environment with who they are, and that's very important. So if this doesn't sound like you, because it can go either way in a general reading for fire signs, male or female, if this is not you in your home, then you're living with a person that has a strong personality that tries to dominate the home environment, and you get eclipsed by their energy or their personality. All in all, this is, a fun person to be around, but again, there's a little bit of ego there, and not really selfishness, but interest in the self is a good way to put it. but a motivator. So you may be the person, male or female, that this card is showing you're coming into your own, and you're getting in touch with your assertiveness and your confidence and your personal needs. And you may not, if you're a female, be shy this month in communicating, what you need from others and where they may be crossing boundaries with you. In your fifth house, this is the house of children, and it can represent pets in the modern age. It can also represent new love. So this is not a great card, Aries, for this month. Some of you may have disappointments in any of those areas, but I think because it's your birthday, you're going to feel a little bit let down. So either a pet, a child, or a new love, and I consider a new love someone you've encountered or started to develop a relationship with in the last 3 years. You may feel deflated. You may feel that this person or these situations with individuals or pets disappointed you or made you feel deflated. So for the month of April, don't expect a lot if you've been in a new relationship. Don't expect a wedding ring. Don't expect the best dinner out on town. Someone making a big, to-do about your birthday. This is the month where you're going to sort of end up feeling disappointed. So the less expectations you have from your children, your new love, or even your pets would be advised. In your work house, this is work or your health. The sixth house represents both of these departments. You're going to have an offer or a proposal made to you. So if it's a health issue, this would be a physician or someone in the medical field pitching to you an idea. That could be, medication suggestion, a therapy suggestion, a lifestyle suggestion, but someone would be offering you or proposing an activity or a future action for your health. If it's in your work, you can be being made an offer at work. This can be, to change your position, to work different hours, to move laterally, to move to another location. It can be an offer of a project or a proposal. And so your work life will be active. There will be offers made to you, and you can only decide, for yourself what you feel is best. For some of you, this card can also represent sales, so many of you may be the one in your job capacity that's pitching proposals or offers to other people. It can work both ways. But you're perceived of as well-mannered and nice-looking and palatable. So if you're in sales, April should be a good month for you. In your partnership house, you have a woman showing up, usually an air sign, but again, in the general readings, this could be male or female. Air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And this is a mature person. They're usually over the age of 38. They can be sometimes judgmental, a little stern. Sometimes people think they're intimidating. But it's a person who's been hurt and they're on their guard, but they have a good logical mind and they cut through BS very quickly. So sometimes this can be a doctor, it can be a lawyer, or it can just be an air sign person, a boss. Partners can be family members, mates, anyone who you deal with quite a bit. This energy is going to be influencing you in the month of April. And because Mars is in Gemini, it's a very mental person. It's bringing out some ideas in you, mental ideas, and you're kind of attracted to this air energy because the Mars has gone into Gemini. So this is usually a person that talks a lot, and in some way they're a partner of yours. Okay, your eighth house represents your love life, your bedroom, your intimate life, and also it deals with legacies and shared resources. And you have the Queen of Cups here. So for some of you, there could be a water sign woman who wants your inheritance or wants to share your resources. That's possible. For others of you, I would read this more likely that you're feeling in need of romance and attention and affection and understanding and sympathy this month, even in your bedroom. The feeling aspect is accentuated with the Queen of Cups. So for you guys that are female, you're going to be feeling a little more needy than you're used to feeling. Aries is usually quite independent, and this card in your bedroom is showing that, you're letting your guard down and your feelings are coming to the surface more. And like everyone, there are times when, you just need the affection and the attention placed on you, and emotionally connecting with someone will be important to you. It won't just be sexercise in the month of April. Okay, in your ninth house, this represents lawsuits, publishing, travel, and higher education. So this is a great card to have. For many of you, you may be winning a lawsuit or experiencing a victory over a rival. For others of you, you may have accrued a degree, which is now going to bring you a lot of respect and acknowledgement. It can even be a scholarship because this is an award card or recognition from your peers. If you publish something in the month of April, it would be well received. And if you travel, again, it might be a status kind of trip where you have bragging rights and you're taking a lot of selfies, look at me here. Or you may just go to a lot of cultural events, and the reason for the trip is to enjoy, one of those cultural activities. Your 10th house represents how you're seen in the world. And this is a powerful money card. So many of you, could be working in real estate. You could have a boss that has a nice, healthy account, and money and wealth, behind him. Solid business would be a way I would put this. For others of you that are more independent in your career, you're wanting to accrue wealth and have a level of stability where you really don't have to think about money. So if you're not working for a person like this or a solid company or organization, that it could be banking, it could be finance as well. The King of Pentacles, represents mastery over money in the material world. And so, it covers real estate, banking, long-term investments. Some of you might actually be investors, if this is your career. But for many of you, this is a company or a man, that you are employed by. And so you're seen in connection with this company or this person. Some of you may be seen as a go-getter and someone who's accomplished and who's put wealth together. And you're interested in generational long-term money, not just working, because this card is more about accruing wealth over time. Your friendship house looks really good this month, so some of you, even though you might have felt let down by a child or the new love or a pet, and you have some disappointment in that, department of your life in April, this is the complete opposite. One of your friends is truly nice, a good person. They want to make you feel good. It's an equal, balanced relationship. And so you will derive happiness from one of your friendships, Aries, in the month of April. It's kind of like you don't have to try to be anyone with this person, and they just get you and understand you. And then in your 12th house, this is kind of a karmic lesson, and it has to do with separations and arguments. And so, for many of you in the month of April, you may be thinking about something that you separated yourself from that was emotionally draining or painful. Usually, this is a breakup. It can be a breakup romantically, a quitting of a job. It can be a falling out with a friend or a family member, a landlord. Breakups can be all over the place. But it's in your 12th house, and the 12th house represents, something that kind of is self-sabotage, or it holds you back, or your blind spot where you self-sabotage and you just don't know you're doing it. So sometimes, Aries, this could be a lesson of, people and situations that you just leave and break up from. And you may be reviewing that now because it's your birthday month and looking at, all the dead bodies that lay on the ground from your past, I'm speaking figuratively, not literally, but people that you cut out of your life and that are no longer there, and obviously no longer there can also indicate, people that have passed away. These are also separations. So, this is kind of weighing on you in the background of all the, people that aren't present anymore in your life. And because you haven't mastered this, it means you still may have to separate from people that no longer serve your highest good. There may be more separations that you have to achieve, or, you may be regretting that some of these separations in your past might not have been necessary. But usually, when there's the Three of Swords, it indicates that there were outside influences, like a third party, that was stirring the pot and making the situation uglier than it had to be. So for you, you're going to be reassessing in the month of April some of the things or people or places that you cut out of your life, and you won't be getting birthday calls from those people. So you'll be kind of remembering a little bit of your past and some of the fights and arguments that might have transpired and led to breakups, in your life, or separations. For the most part, you are going to enjoy the month. People are going to see you kind of laid back and taking, your time. They're not going to see you as out of balance. They're going to see you in harmony, with your season, your birthday season. If someone in your home is domineering or dominating, and this doesn't represent your energy, and as I said, for single women, this can be that you're just showing people that you're wearing the pants. So this can certainly be Aries energy because it's a wand card. But if it is another individual, and they're not an Aries also and having a birthday this month, you need to nudge them aside a little bit. And even if they're fun and they have a great personality, you should not be eclipsed in your birthday month. You should be the grand dame of your home. And then, like I said, your disappointment area will really come from a pet or from a child or a new love. So don't put high expectations in any of those areas for April. Your friendships look very good this month. You're going to derive happiness. And you also have a very good card of achievement in your ninth house, which can be publishing, travel, higher education, or finalizing a lawsuit in your favor. This is the card of recognition and the arts. So that's your reading for this month, Aries. I hope you have a productive, happy month, and I'll talk with you next month. If you like this video, please like or subscribe, and I'll see you soon.